call it Lommelwood, and just as Hollywood is the heart of the movie business, this small industrial town in northeast Belgium is very much the beating heart of the MXGP community. A lot of the top teams are based around the area, a lot of the riders call it home. And the MXGP of Flanders really does bring the industry out in full force. You've got a lot of sponsors there, a lot of teams there, signings happen, negotiations taking place, and it really is just a super busy weekend where everyone who's anyone in the industry is there. But as well as that side of things, it's arguably the most difficult racetrack on the MXGP calendar, and it's a real test of man and machine. And this is why the MXGP of Flanders is such an exciting event to be a part of.
Welcome to Nestaan Husqvarna Factory Racing here in Lommel, our home. This is where we operate, training, race. Everything comes out from this shop. So the riders are living close, all our crew is living around this area. So this is where it all happens. In here we have a small storage room. This is basically for rider equipment, teamwear, yeah, all kinds of stuff in here. And next, I think we have to show the championship bike. Probably the highlight of the team, 2024 World Champions. This is the place. This is probably the room what we are most proud of here. It's where we try to create a great environment for the mechanics, a professional environment, and where they can really do their job in the best way possible, in the most clean way, in the most professional way. And yeah, we have 6 bays here. The technical manager is sitting here together with the mechanics, and basically they have everything they need.
One of the most prolific teams in the paddock at the moment is Nestaan Husqvarna. Let's talk about Kai de Wolf specifically. He came in there as a 125 EMX Championship rider in 2019. And his star has clearly been on the rise. 2024 was the most successful campaign for him and for Nestaan, where he and his teammate Lucas Koenen were first and second in the MX2 World Championship. There's a lot of history within the team, there's a lot of support within that team, and it is one of the most popular and one of the most professional structures within the paddock. Obviously, we've got MX2, and then we've got the MXGP class, where that continuation of Kai de Wolf has now moved to the Premier class. They seem to have the manpower and the belief and the confidence with everybody involved to try and make that work, and they are making it work.
Yeah, of course I want to first secure an MXGP title before I would do anything else, and I think that's the most important thing for me at the moment, to get an MXGP world title, and I think it will be perfect to do this with this team. They've been with me since the beginning, so everybody knows me, knows how I act, let's say, and they know when I'm on an off day, so they won't start stressing if I'm having a day off or whatever. They know I will put in the work, and I think that's what helps the most. People who know you in and out. So yeah, I'm really happy with this team.
coming into this year, we had to treat it. You know, we knew that we had to learn a lot. Kai had to learn a lot. We know that it's much more critical on the 450. Lommel is always it can be a really good one and it can be a very difficult one. It's a very special one, but I think ultimately with confidence you come a long way.
Once again, Lucas Koenen attempted to ride the morning of the GP, but just as in Great Britain and Czech Republic, he was unable to compete. But this time, the decision was made as early as the free practice on the Saturday morning. And with Jeffrey Herlings taking that red plate after Lockett and now Lucas's withdrawal, the Bullet really is in a very strong position as he heads into one of his favourite GPs of the season.
Geiser with a better jump than De Wolf, and Herlings does sweep in from the outside. His teammate Vial just behind him, and Jeffrey Herlings with the much needed foxhole shot. Good drive around the outside, surfing his way, look, wherever the bike took him, that was it, but he's got so much control to go from one side to the other as and when he needed to. In the end, he was able to make that pass stick on Tim Geiser and move into second place. Herlings takes the win here in race 1 in Lommel and made it look like a walk in the park as well.
To stay with Jeffrey and Lommel, I think nobody would have been able to in anyone's prime, because Jeffrey, I think, is in one of the best moments of his life. He's really pushing the limit right now, and I think Jeffrey is just on his all-time high. So yeah, that's I think why I don't think anyone would have followed Jeffrey in that first moto.
Race 2, 30 minutes plus 2 laps here at the MXGP of Flanders. Herlings over the foxhole shot line, maybe side by side with his teammate Tom Vial. Geiser skies his way past Tom Vial as he does finally move into third at the end of this opening lap. Off the side of the track, almost there through that long right-hander. That allows De Wolf to get onto the rear wheel. He finds his way past the Slovenian, and that's going to put him on the podium. Second overall as it stands right now. turn. Jeffrey Herlings goes 1-1 here in Lommel. He wins the MXGP of Flanders. Tim Geiser. Now, you could say it was a hard-fought podium. In this case, we're in the sand of Lommel, so any podium, any result is a hard-fought podium. But the reality is, it was kind of gifted to him after that mistake from Romain Febvre on the last 2 laps. Big crash for the Frenchman. Lucky to see he was okay. But for Tim Geiser to get a podium, that was a good, positive step for him in the right direction. A 3-4 for the Yamaha man, and great to see him back on the box this weekend.
Kai de Wolf had only just returned from injury at the previous GP, so 2 second-place finishes behind Jeffrey Herlings was a really positive result for him. And he's going to be looking to really build on that momentum, race himself back into fitness and get even stronger for his home GP in Arnhem just 3 weeks after Lommel.
Second moto was positive, was a moto in the right direction. Just a bit disappointed about my first moto, but we worked on it, we learned from it, and that's the most important thing. And we bring it on to Sweden next, but then Arnhem is one of my big targets, which we set as soon as we walked into the hospital to see the doctor, what we were going to do with my ankle. This was also a goal to be on the podium here, and we accomplished it with a second place. So it was a lot of suffering, it is a lot of suffering. I hit it again this morning, but I think we're pretty okay for Sweden, and we're just going to keep working, and I'm looking forward for Arnhem especially. That's what I'm going to focus on, and yeah, just give everything I have.
Jeffrey Herlings going 1-1 this weekend in Lommel. Grand Prix victory number 120. He's now got 227 race wins, and he's closing in on the all-time podium record of Tony Cairoli. 170 now in the books for the Bullet. And this weekend here in Lommel, he just made everybody look so very ordinary. For Jeffrey Herlings, 104 points clear now of Romain Febvre, who has leapfrogged Lucas Koenen. Things are looking good for a 6th world title potentially now for the Honda HRC Petronas man. Liam Everts has had quite an up and down kind of season really. His second term with Nestaan Husqvarna Factory Racing, and kind of came into the year on a back foot really. We didn't really know it, but he was kind of holding back with a bit of an injury to the foot, the ankle area, which would kind of go on to plague him for the first few rounds. It hasn't been the sort of season that he would have expected to have. We probably, and he expected, a few more race wins, a few more podiums. Both have been in short supply. But there was light at the end of the tunnel in Loket when he got that race win in the second race. So hopefully, between sort of now and the rest of the season, there are a few more race wins and maybe even top step visits of the podium lurking in the wings for Liam Everts in 2026. Everts has been down. Everts out of what, 6th place? And looking like he's got a technical issue there, look. Doesn't look like he's been down, he's just out of the race. And that is it for Liam Everts. Can't catch a break at the moment.
Going into race day, actually going into the whole weekend, I was really excited, feeling really good, just enjoying the atmosphere of riding at home, having so many fans and so many people around the track was really amazing. Unfortunately, yeah, we missed the mark completely. Yeah, it was a tough weekend. Unfortunately, we had a bike failure, which happens. We're a mechanical sport, and it's part of it.
Everts with his first Vauxhall shot of the season. We've got riders down here. Koenen with Valentin Keys, and Perez cuts back to the inside. Look how deep they are there. No such thing as a hole that's that deep though for Camden McLellan. Launches his way past the German on the number 1 KTM. McLellan now up in the 4th. Oh, almost folds the front through that right-hand turn.
McLellan leads somehow.
Talk us through it then, how was it?
Was hard. I had to go quite deep. But hey, first race back in Lommel, it's with 30 degrees is not easy. But actually I rode tail 5 laps to go. I think from 14 to 8, so that was really strong. Yeah. And then I couldn't see so good anymore. I had a bit of sweat in my eyes and I just stuck the front. But yeah, I finished the race, recover and go again in the second one.
I noticed you didn't get the best start, but your first lap was very good.
Yeah.
You charged very hard and made a lot of passes the first
lap. Yeah, I made the mistake yesterday to stay too long behind everyone. So today I tried to push in the beginning to pass as fast as possible. So yeah, that was the goal. I did it. I died at the end, but I think everybody was tired, so yeah, we will try to recover as good as possible and finish the second moto in a good way.
Well then, man, good luck in race 2.
Thank you.
Team 67 Husqvarna Racing, owned by German ex-racer Markus Weinbuch. 67 was his old race number, hence the name. They have been in the paddock for around about 5 years now in EMX 125 and EMX 250, bringing up sort of local German talent, if you like, but also taking on MXGP with Kevin Brumman just a couple of years ago. For 2026, they've gone with Dutch racer Scott Smulders, who has been kind of earning his keep in the German series there. So they've brought him into GPs as a full-time racer for the first time in 2026.
My career so far is just from 1 to 5. In 2019 I signed with the BT Racing Husqvarna team, and yeah, from there I just got a couple of years with them, and my last year 1 to 5 was not bad. I won the ADSC 1 to 5 championship and I got top 6 in the EMX 1 to 5. Yeah, I signed with KMP and I tried to do the EMX 250 championship, but yeah, it didn't work out that way. So I did some wildcards in the years after, also in MX2. Last year I got in contact with the 67 Racing team and I signed up for a full year, and I was very happy with that.
You have no ass. For the horsepower, yeah, we can put down the horsepower when he have not wide. Yeah? Huh?
The injury was I had a tear in my spleen and kidney, and I broke my back in 2 places. I just went, like, it was not a really big crash. I just went over the bars and I landed on my feet, and that was actually fine. But then I got hit by another rider, and that's, I think, what caused the injury. Just the plan for next year is just staying. I've signed again with the 67 Racing team like this year for MX2 and ADSC. And so the plan will be the same as this year. I will have a good winter again, and then be next year consistency in the top 10.
What was your special starting technique in race 2?
My starting technique in race 2 was not the best. The rider next to me flinged, I flinged as well, I hit the gate, and then yeah, it started from there.
McLellan forcing his way down the inside of Sasha Coonan. McLellan charging down the inside of Liam Everts, looks across to the left, wants to know that he's got it covered, stays lower over that jump over the far side, cuts back to the inside. McLellan now up in the third place. Carlos Racelis alongside Giannis Racelis. This is a battle for sixth position. Giannis goes to the outside. Carlos nips up the inside and picks off his kid brother. We get it again. This time he nudged him off the track. Langenfelder takes over the lead. Camden McLellan getting ready to go around the outside, maybe even cut back to the inside, exactly that. But he's going to have to go the long way around. Look at Langenfelder looking across. Wasn't able to defend. McLellan, your new leader. And McLellan wins here in Flanders.
Sasha Coonan continued to ride through the pain barrier in Lommel, but it was clear that he wasn't 100% yet. Because of this, Guillaume Ferez now has a 47-point lead. And after Camden's perfection in Lommel, he's only 13 points behind Sasha himself. I think it's fair to say that the Triumph squad are really aiming for that 1-2 in the championship standings, with only a handful of rounds to go before the end of the season.
Simon Langenfelder, third overall here in Lommel. That's 3 podiums from the last 4 rounds. So again, whatever he's done in the second half of the season, those things seem to be working now for the German. And that's a good, positive sign. It's not easy to make the podium in the sand in Lommel, but for Simon Langenfelder, he's made another visit at the toughest Grand Prix of all. So yeah, great to see Langenfelder on the Red Bull KTM making his way back to the podium. Second overall, Guillaume Ferez. A lot of question marks over his performance coming into this weekend. As the championship leader, how well would he do in the sand? Would he crack under pressure? Well, to finish second overall, just goes to show how good and how confident the championship leader is. Yes, he made a few mistakes in the first race when he led, but he regrouped well and backed it up with a good solid ride in race 2, second overall for the championship leader. Camden McLellan was just absolutely sensational. Didn't make great starts, in fact didn't even make good starts in both the races, but he picked his way through the field methodically, he didn't panic, and he was just very cool and calm under pressure. 1-1 for Cam, onwards and upwards for the number 8. A great weekend for the South African here in Lommel.
It was a good weekend, man. It's something around your ass. I didn't make it easy on myself. Both motos had to claw my way through the pack. The first moto was embarrassing to start. I was behind Lotte in the corner. I think I was last. Like, must have been way back. And I was saying to myself, really, bro, really, you have to do this to yourself. Well, but in the end, made it interesting for the guys around. So
yeah, it's great for TV.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly. But they got to start paying me, MXGP.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
Do it like that. Do it like that.